Hello, we are here with Mr. Koga Kaseke. He is the Chief Executive of the Zimbabwe Tourism Authority, and we're going to talk to him about what is going on here. Hi, thank you so much for giving us this interview.
No, thank you very much for coming to Zimbabwe.
Yeah, we're having a great time here so far. Everybody here is very gentle and very kind, and you're feeling very welcome.
No, thank you very much for that.
And I would like you to tell us a little bit more of what's going on tomorrow, the fair, and everything that's been happening. How are you organizing it?
Yeah, Sanganai is our premium tourism show. We have a number of them throughout the year, but Sanganai is basically the premium of all of the shows we have here. And it's starting tomorrow, as you know, and we have received quite a number of exhibitors, about 700 something exhibitors. As you can see, you see that tomorrow, that everywhere where there's some piece of ground, piece of grass, there's a tent, and there is a lot of exhibitors who are here. And we've also brought in a lot of buyers from all over the world, from Europe, Germany, United Kingdom, France, Poland, and a lot of other European countries are here. From China, we've also brought some buyers from Asia, especially from China. And you are from Brazil, you are here for us, and we thank you very much for coming here.
It's going to be huge, right?
It's going to be very huge, yes.
And let's talk a little bit about tourism. You have been working very hard to improve this side of Zimbabwe economy, right? You have been working to bring people. Can you tell a little bit more about Zimbabwe Tourism Authority for us?
Yeah, the Zimbabwe Tourism Authority is the authority mandated through an act of parliament to market Zimbabwe as a tourism destination, among other things. It does not only do marketing, it does marketing, but it does also, it manages the whole industry. We are also in charge of managing the industry. But our core business, as we are talking now, is marketing Zimbabwe as a tourism destination. You know, Zimbabwe is just coming out of a very serious patch, which we witnessed for the past, I think, 11 years now. From 2000, Zimbabwe has been very much under attack, especially from Western Europe. Western Europe imposed the sanctions on Zimbabwe, including on Zimbabwe tourism, to the extent of issuing not travel warning, but issuing travel bans. They banned their citizens from coming to Zimbabwe. Now those were lifted, and I think Zimbabwe tourism is now back on the recovery path. And I think it's doing well at the moment. I think government has realized that tourism can do quite a lot for the economy, and it's one of the 4 pillars alongside agriculture, manufacturing, and mining. So tourism has been identified by this government as one of the 4 pillars of economic turnaround or economic growth. So we in tourism, we are doing our bit, and I think we are doing well.
Yeah, because you do have a lot of things to show, right? So you were explaining us that even the government is recognizing the power of the tourism to your economy. And let's talk a little bit more about partnership to Brazil. How do you see Brazil as a potential travelers to come and see your country?
Yeah, we think because of the good political relationship between the Zimbabwe government and the government of the Federative Republic of Brazil, we think we already have a good edge, because where political relations are sound and good, it also means tourism can easily be nurtured in that market. So the Brazilian market, we are looking at it, is currently a potential market. It's not a primary market as yet. We still have very few Brazilians coming to Zimbabwe, and we are trying to make Brazil want to realize the full potential of Brazil, and we think this we will realize within if we put a lot of effort within the next 3 years, it's not something that we can achieve over here, not over 2 years, but I think 3 years and beyond, we should see Brazilians especially coming here. As you know, last year during the World Cup, we hosted the Brazil national team here. So Dunga and his men were here last year. They stayed at this same hotel, and that is, I think, a plus on our side.
And it's funny because Brazil, regarding to lines, we are close to each other. We have an ocean between us, but on the other hand, we don't have the same things to show. Like everything you have here, everything a person can do here in Zimbabwe, they cannot do in Brazil because we don't have all the animals you have. The nature is good in Brazil, but it's different. So we are thinking about an exchange, right? Bringing people to Zimbabwe, from Zimbabwe to Brazil. And so tell me a little bit more about your expectations. You were saying that you expect not in 1 year, but how do you see in the future?
Yeah, you talk about the ocean between us.
Yes.
That's water.
Yes.
Blood is thicker than water. The water that separates us is nothing than our blood. I think we are related to Brazil more than the water that separates us. So if we look at, if we take it from that point of view, we are simply saying nothing ever can stop us from these exchanges, the cultural exchanges, tourism exchanges between Brazil and Zimbabwe, and definitely we are saying Brazil within 3 years will be one of our biggest markets in the world.
I bet it's gonna be like that.
Yes.
Thank you so much for talking to us. And this was our interview with Mr. Kaseke. He is the Chief Executive of Zimbabwe Tourism Authority.